Okay, let's begin the briefing. Operator Eugene Solano, I'll be keeping you up to date. We've got news that an invading LASAP squadron has just taken off from the Puna Plains, en route for an attack on our position, Aubrey Base. From their perspective, this attack is the final nail in our collective coffin. After all, this is the only base that hasn't fallen under their control. I guess we can consider ourselves lucky. It looks like the enemy has gotten a little overconfident and sent only a small attack force. Griffith Squadron, prepare for launch immediately. Fly around the mountains and avoid enemy radar. Oh, I forgot. The enemy squadron consists mainly of bombers supported by several fighters. Please protect this base and destroy the enemy bombers. If everything goes well, we should be able to get the upper hand on the enemy in this area. All right, please prepare for launch. Let's pay back the LASAP forces with at least one defeat. One final thing. During combat, my codename will be Crux. I will keep you up to date on the battle situation, so please pay attention to your radio.
Crux to Griffith Squadron. Maintain your present...
Manifest Lover, thank you for pointing that out, because, good lord, I didn't notice that the mic cable was disconnected. But yeah, thanks for pointing that out. At least I didn't, because before I would go almost entire streams without someone letting me know that my mic was off, and oh man, those were embarrassing. But anyways, thanks for pointing that out, and Archer from TLC, thanks for checking in, buddy. We're just about to get things started here, so you came in at the perfect time. Yeah, let's get right back into... Okay, my controller decided to disconnect again. Okay, yeah, it seems like it's reacting to the keyboard and not to my actual controller right now. Oh boy. One problem fixed, another one just started. Control mapping. Yeah. Alright, there we go. Now we're fixed up. Let's get back into this. And now I lost the game audio. Good lord, what is going on tonight? Can't have a single VTuber stream without any scuff happening. Try this real quick. Okay, yeah, it's still not... Still didn't seem to do it there. Alright, this better work this time. Oh, man. We're off to a rough start. But that doesn't matter. We're gonna recover from it.
Okay. Let's begin the briefing. Operator Eugene Solano. I'll be keeping you up to date. We've got news that an invading LASAF squadron has just taken off from the Puna Plains, en route for an attack on our position, Aubrey Base. From their perspective, this attack is the final nail in our collective coffin.
That entire...
After all,
they
this
thought
is
that
the only base
scuffing
that
my
hasn't
stream would be
fallen
the
under their
final nail
control.
in my
I guess we
metaphorical
can consider
coffin.
ourselves lucky.
But
it
nah,
looks like the enemy has gotten
I
a
ain't
little
gonna go down that
overconfident
easy.
and sent only a small attack force. Griffith Squadron, prepare for launch immediately. Fly around the mountains and avoid enemy radar. Oh, I forgot. The enemy squadron consists mainly of bombers supported by several fighters. Please protect this base and destroy the enemy bombers. If everything goes well, we should be able to get the upper hand on the enemy in this area. All right, please prepare for launch. Let's pay back the LASAF forces with at least one defeat. One final thing. During combat, my codename will be Crux. I will keep you up to date on the battle situation, so please pay attention to your radio.
Yeah, for all I know, LASAF may have been messing with my stream the entire time, and that's why I had all that scuff happen earlier. Anyways, let me just quick check, make sure. Yep, game audio is going through and my mic audio is going through. Perfect. Also, I did see you redeem something, Trunks, down there, Trunks. I did not hear that go through, which is even stranger. I'll get that fixed up later, but for now, I gotta focus on this. Yeah. So I noticed that there's an anchor right beside the aircraft there. Wonder what that's supposed to mean. Maybe it means carrier capable? I don't know. I'm not gonna go out of my way to find that out. Not now. Let's just get right into it. We already lost quite a bit of time. Mission 1, Skies of Deception. Literally the name of the game right here. Also, of course, I've got to make sure that I'm in third person for this. Display third person. Alright.
Maintain your present course. Do you see the enemy formation on your radar? Read you loud and clear. We're coming up on the enemy from behind, just like we planned. You can let the escorts go. Just make sure you take out all bombers.
We'll show them what we got. After all, we're wheeling pilots. Isn't that right, Captain?
Excuse me, Griffith 2. Please use code names during the mission. Understood. Here, this new guy does everything by the book. Don't you think Griffith 1? What? Hold on a second. The city is being bombed.
Oh.
Unbelievable.
Oh man, it's not an Ace Combat game without war crimes anyways.
What are you doing? You shouldn't be wasting ordnance. Relax. We're just going to bomb some base in the sticks, right? There'll be more than enough ordnance left to finish the job.
That's what you think.
One bomber down.
You're gonna be going down along with all your ordnance. It's all gonna be wasted.
From behind. What? Where the hell did they come from?
Don't you guys pay attention to your radar? Oh man. These guys might be even dumber than the Ugh. Damn cold. Than the Yuktobanians in the last game.
Enemy bomber destroyed.
Well, at least the naval ones. Some of the Air Force ones that joined us at the end, though, they definitely weren't the dumb ones. Right, again, time for this ace pilot to do is to break these shattered skies. Oh, and an ace pilot already appeared. Sitting ducks, huh? Where have I heard that one before? Alright, there's another bomber right up ahead. I know I should be focusing on them. I want to try to get as many points as I can here. So I'm going to need them to get new planes.
Alright, one down. How many aircraft are left? Somebody please respond.
Camera's also not as shaky as it is in X2, which I personally like. Oh, don't worry, plenty more are gonna go down with it. Oh! Oh! No! Oh my goodness!
You lead me, Griffith 1. Sir.
Wow, the game really does not want me to play it, let alone beat the first mission. That's it. Yep, stream's done, guys. Stream's done. I'm out! Failed the first mission. I'm done! It's the end of the series! Just kidding, guys, but that was... Oh, come on! I come back and see my replay of me crashing into the bomber. Anyways, but yeah, you gotta admit, that was a pretty big fail. Yeah, imagine failing the first mission in an Ace Combat game. This is supposed to be the tutorial. How can... How does one let that happen? Anyways, I also took the opportunity to blow my nose because stupid cold's starting to act up again. Anyways, of course, I'm gonna retry this. I can... Oh, it gives me the option to change my aircraft here, but it doesn't matter. I still have this... I only have one aircraft I can use. Anyways, let's do that again. And not crash into a bomber.
Do you see the enemy formation on your radar? Read you loud and clear. We're coming up on the enemy from behind, just like we planned. You can let the escorts go. Just make sure you take out all bombers.
We'll show them what we got.
See, I'm so used to the...
After all, we're alien pilots. Isn't that right, Captain?
Excuse me, Griffith 2. Please use code names during the mission. Understood.
Crocs won't even give me the opportunity to talk here.
Everything by the book. What? Oh, hold on a second. The city's being bombed. Unbelievable. There are no military facilities in that city. What are you doing? You shouldn't be wasting ordnance. Relax. We're just going to bomb some base in the sticks, right? There'll be more than enough ordnance left to finish the job.
Yeah, not if I destroy it first.
Behind. What? Where the hell did they come from? One bomber down. Another one has been shot down. What the hell is our escort?
Yeah, they went down into the sea below. You'll be joining them soon enough. Okay, thank goodness those bombers get instantly destroyed. They don't just linger there after you quote-unquote destroy them. But yeah, part of why this game... I think part of why that happened was because I'm so used to 60 FPS on Ace Combat games. And, well, the last time I played a PS2 Ace Combat game was at X2. The game was limited to 30 FPS, and so is this game. Yeah, they ain't gonna do jack shit to me. Too fast for them, you see? Okay, no, I'm not making the same mistake again. That was exactly how I went down, so I'm gonna... not make the same mistake twice. To do so would be insanity. Because, you know the old saying, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and over, expecting different results.
Yeah. How about it? Did you get a kill?
Plenty, actually. Okay. Now they're starting to take their job more seriously. Gotcha.
Okay, disengaging.
Definitely seems like there's a lot more layers to this first mission compared to others, you know. When I think back to Ace Combat 4's first mission, it's literally just one set of bombers and that's it. But this game was released in 2006, so they definitely had more time to flesh out the first missions of Ace Combat games like this.
Target block. Fox 2.
Alright, I got you now. Okay, well that totally makes up for the failure that I had earlier. Also, hey hey Sly. Glad to see you could join us tonight.
Every last one of them didn't even break a sweat. Next one, what do you say we head to the capital and take her back right now?
Daring today with these kinds of aircraft, huh, guys? That don't look... Oh, shit.
I'm willing to bet anything they got scared and ran away. I've got a reading on radar. Something's coming in at high speed.
That missile.
What? Where? Where is it? Answer me now! Eugene! The Puna Plains! The missile's coming from the Puna Plains! The Great Mirror?
Hey, that better not be what I think it is.
It's an SWBM!
Wait, what do you mean?
What should we do? Where's it coming
What do you
from?
think it is?
It's no use! We're too late!
Oh, damn!
Come in, Griffiths 2! Griffiths 2! Griffiths 3! Anyone!
Well, that's definitely a change of pace there. A super weapon introduced in the first mission. Yeah, you're definitely right there, Sly. X is already starting off to... well, that. Holy moly. And they just... only two of us got away, and I'm guessing we're one of them.
The mission was a success. The destruction of the enemy bombers will help keep an enemy invasion of Aubrey Base at bay. However, we also suffered serious losses. There's no way anyone could ever call this mission a success. I'm sorry. I couldn't do anything to save them. So that's the super weapon LASAP used to take over all of Aurelia in only 10 days. Who could have imagined that they possessed such destructive power?
I only know one country in the world that could... I only know one country in Strangereel that could produce something of that magnitude. Some might say they never did anything wrong, but I beg to differ. But honestly, I'm willing to bet that, you know, this is a country... I'm willing to bet that this conflict is going to be locked between these two countries. No outside intervention, right? Right? Yeah, I know, Sly. I was just playing around there. No connection to Belka that we know of. And at least, I'm guessing... Let me put it to this way for Crux. At least it was better than our first attempt, which was absolutely pathetic. I mean, we failed the first mission the first time. by crashing into a bomber. Like, how does one do that? I'm not gonna get over that, am I? Or maybe I will. Just depends on how much better I do in the rest of the game. Man, I gotta get used to the 30 FPS in this game, which is probably what part of why that happened, because the slower frame rate, slower control responses. Oh well, it's just a rite of passage. Yeah, absolute classic. Alright, a new plane and a new aircraft color have been unlocked. Of course, gonna save. Player data must be... Yeah, I will. Name. Of course. Select. Oh, crap. Go back. Where's the... Is there any way for me to go back? Okay, that's the button. Okay, sorry, I'm just emulating a PSP game on an Xbox controller. A bit difficult, but, you know... Maybe you wouldn't know, since maybe some of you out there emulate PSP games with a PlayStation controller, or absolute psychos and use the keyboard. In which case, if you do that, gotta respect you for it, because there's no way I could play Ace Combat with a keyboard. Absolutely zero chance. There we go, yep. There we go. Our data is saved. Yeah, I don't know either, Sly. How? So that's what that thing's called, Gleipnir.
Of the fury borne by our countrymen towards Aurelia.
Such was the impassioned speech of Lesath's commander, Diego Gaspar Navarro, as images of the Aurelian squadron's destruction over Cape Aubrey played in the background. A day later, his gravelly voice continued to echo through my hungover brain. October. 1 year after the cessation of the Democratic Republic of Lesath's civil war. After the Civil War, Lesath began to set their sights on their peaceful neighbor, the Federal Republic of Aurelia, claiming retribution for years of exploitation. The invasion suddenly began. With the ever-present threat of the cloaked airborne fortress, Gleipnir, looming overhead, there was little time to react to the few concerns raised about the validity of the war. Such was the speed at which all of Aurelia fell under Lesath's control. Well, not everything has fallen into their hands, but it's only a matter of time. Looking out over the capital,
if I have anything to say about
Gaius Tower is both home to Lesath's Central Command and the very symbol of its power. It was originally intended to be a symbol of Aurelia's peace. How ironic. As I looked up at the sun traveling the same old path across the sky, the rays burned my tired eyes. Damn it. I just wish I could finish covering this completely one-sided war and head back home. I'll never get used to being in the southern hemisphere with its backwards seasons.
That is true, by the way, because I've been down in the Philippines, which, you know, that's where my ancestors are.
The Gleipnir was last confirmed heading southeast.
It's cooler down there in
Plain.
summer than it is,
However,
you know, up where
we
I'm
lost
at
all
in
trace of it shortly
the
after.
United States.
Unfortunately, Aurelia's information network can provide no further details at this time. We'll just have to take what we can get.
So, Alex, you played Zero with a keyboard? Yeah, I gotta applaud you for doing that, because I could never. I'm so used to playing games with a controller that, you know, doing it with a keyboard is just out of my element. Out of the question for me. Anyways, it looks like we have... I remember we have a new aircraft available for us to buy. So... Oh! The A6. Carrier-based aircraft, it attacks at infiltrating enemy territory at low altitude to strike its targets. Well, if you know me, you know I'm a fan of the A6. But it's literally just... oh, it actually has a lot more defense than the F4 here, so... You know, and as far as I know, napalm bombs are pretty much not worth using, so... You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna buy the A6. Might as well also see what special weapons are available for it. Oh, now that's... Okay, so yeah, it's an attacker, and it has pretty much... Yeah, all of its weapons are ground attack based. So I guess this is what I'll rock for ground attack missions then. I guess also worth looking at... Yeah, no. Wait a minute, this thing also had unguided bombs? Oh, well, I'll still be using the A6 because... More of a favorite to me than the F4. Fire. So it looks like this is our mission path here. We gotta follow the green flags. Or rather, the green flags with the red stripe through them. Guessing that's LaySath's territories. Alright, let's go in and start this one. Out of the fire. More like out of the cataclysmic shockwave in the air. Jeez.
The airborne fortress Gleipnir nearly wiped out our entire attack force. Even with you, sir, our remaining aerial attack strength is severely limited. We no longer have the necessary manpower or supplies to pursue Gleipnir. In addition, there are reports of enemy forces gathering at Port Patterson. If we don't move soon, it will only be a matter of time before they attack from behind. Given the situation, we are left with only one plan of attack. On the Puna Plains lying between Aubrey Base and Port Patterson,
that was where they struck us from.
forces have hastily constructed a resupply base to house the large quantity of supplies needed to support their troops. Attack Puna Base. Destroy all parked bombers and base facilities. Take away the enemy's ability to fight. If you succeed, we'll gain an important foothold for an attack on Port Patterson. And what's more, we'll gain the supplies we need to win this fight. Unless we succeed in taking this base, that's it for our supplies. Please don't fail, sir.
Yeah, I'll try not to destroy the supplies that are still left on the base in the process. Anyways, you'll see that... Okay, Alex. You'll see in this game that the difference of mobility, defense, and speed between aircraft is way too big. Oh, I think I saw that, like, right out of the gate, because the F4 earlier had, like, no defense, while the A6 that I'm rocking now has a lot of it. But also, it's a lot slower and more suited to ground attacking, which I think that's going to be our mission here. We just got to strike this base up ahead and make it our own. Yeah, see... Noticeable... A lot more defense. Also a lot more missiles and... Okay, yeah, I was right to go with the A6 here. Alright, let's take off. Of course, I'm gonna destroy everything that I can in this on the way there as well. Before they get the chance to warn the base. actually turns has a lot more of a reactive.
I've got something on radar. It's the enemy. It's an attack. What kind of enemy?
It has a lot more reactive, like ailerons.
What's going on? Just send up every available pilot. We've got to intercept them. Squadron of enemy fighters. What? Didn't our last attack finish off all remaining Aurelian air power? Look for yourself.
You would be
None of
wrong.
our guys have a Southern Cross. We have an emergency. Come in. This is Port Patterson Command. What's the situation, Puna Base? We're taking enemy fire. Request reinforcements immediately. Request reinforcements immediately. It'll take some time. We need time to launch. Hold on until reinforcements arrive. Hurry up!
Oh, by the time reinforcements arrive, we'll be long.
Griffith 1 down. Do you read me, Griffith 1? Sir!
Well, that situation just spelled itself. I was gonna say we were gonna be long gone, but I was gone just like that. Anyways, let's try that again. And again, not crash into it. That wasn't even a flying aircraft. It was stationary on the ground. Oh man, is that gonna be a theme I'm gonna run into in this game? Just me crashing into stationary or defenseless aircraft?
5 more miles to Puna Base. Attack formation, please. I've got something on radar. It's the enemy. It's an attack. What kind of enemy? Air? Land? Everything's in chaos. What's going on? Just send up every available pilot. We've got to intercept them. Squadron of enemy fighters. What? Didn't our last attack finish off all remaining Aurelian air power? Look for yourself. None of our guys have a Southern Cross. This is Puna Base. We have an emergency. Come in. This is Port Patterson Command. What's the situation, Puna Base? We're taking enemy fire. Request reinforcements immediately.
Yeah, I love ground pounding, so I tend to crash too.
We need time to launch. Hold on.
Well, I kind of have to ground pound in a plane like this since, you know, it's a ground attacker.
There'll be nothing left of this base but a pile of rubble. Another fire. We've been hit here too.
Oh, yeah. Also, it seems like there's actual physics in this game and not like an instantaneous control response. And I also, as if I didn't have enough of an AI assistant with Sky in my ear, I also have an AI assistant in this plane, it seems.
Evasive maneuver successful.
But yeah, no, you're not getting off the ground. One of you is enough. Alright, time to hit those C5s again. Because those things are just big flying tanks, it would seem. Or rather, they're not even flying right now. They're just sitting ducks.
There aren't any viable planes left. So you better start running.
Damn right.
Retreat. Abandon the facility. Retreat.
Oh no, there's one right behind. One right behind me, and then it just overshot me big time. Yeah, they really should have known better than to underestimate us. It only takes 3 planes, or rather just 1 plane to turn the tide of an entire war.
The mission was a success.
Yeah, there is a bit of inertia in the flight model. Yeah, and I was definitely feeling it there.
Retreating LASAF forces have abandoned Puna Base. The base, including all provisions stored there, now belong to us. Now we'll be able to provide backup support for our troops.
Oh, wow. Another new aircraft is available for us to purchase right out of the gate. Wonder if we actually have enough credits to buy it. Yeah, we're gonna proceed on to the next one. Yeah, and there's only... It looks like there might also be a chance that we have splitting missions coming up, but for now we are set on a linear path. Yeah, assault on air to ship. Okay, perfect. Because, again, we're rocking an attacker plane here.
The battle to retake Port Patterson is about to begin. Our scattered forces have come together for this battle. They're few in number, but we've managed to assemble a small ground force. However, the Laysath fleet continues to gather in Port Patterson, and the presence of the Transportation Corps has also been confirmed. Having lost Puna Base, it appears Laysath now intends to shuttle in troops and supplies overseas. If any more ships dock at Port Patterson, enemy strength will become more than our ground troops can handle. In order to prevent this, we need you to launch a preliminary strike on Port Patterson. Destroy all enemy supply vessels, landing ships, and freighters. In particular, try to keep as many enemy landing ships from entering the port as possible. Battle supplies must not reach the enemy. The number of enemy landing ships inside the port will be displayed on the MPG in the upper right-hand corner of your HUD. If the MPG reaches the max level, our forces will no longer be able to retake Port Patterson. This time, a substantial enemy counterattack is to be expected. It seems the loss of Puna Base has put them on guard. Please be careful.
So it sounds like we have a different style of mission here. Rather than just, you know, bombing the naval port, we also have to just straight up prevent any reinforcements from coming in. Which, that's a nice change of pace here. Anyways, let's see what the new stuff we have available is. Aircraft. Oh, the Viggen. Ooh. But do I really want to swap out my A6 after I just got it? Well, honestly, it doesn't look like, at least just based off the special weapon that it has, it's not that much of an improvement. It might be a bit faster, it might be a bit more mobile, but it also doesn't look like you can take as many hits. So I think for now, I might as well just buy another special weapon for the A6 here. Oh, and of course it has eX0dus. I'm gonna go for those. More missiles, the better. Unless bombs can actually, like, affect the... If they land in the ocean, if bombs hit the ocean, will they still affect the ships that are in the area, or will they just... the bombs just sink? Yeah. 12 large unguided bombs versus 14 eX0dus. Yeah, I'll just stick with the eX0dus for now. Rather not chance it with the bombs.
Griffith 1, you are cleared for takeoff.
Oh, now I see what the Laysath forces meant by the Southern Cross on my tail. Because there's literally a I'm guessing that's a griffin. That's why we're called Griffiths. He's literally holding a star constellation in the shape of a cross. I have a feeling that's going to be like a new nickname for us. You know, like how Mobius 1 is called the Ribbon Fighter
Griffith
and the
1,
Grim Reaper.
altitude restrictions canceled. Return to your mission. Good luck.
Luck has nothing to do with it. It's all skill.
Crux to Griffith 1. Check your MPG on the right side of the HUD. The MPG will display the number of landing ships from the port. Please pay careful attention to the MPG during this mission.
Oh, wait a minute. That's a similar gauge to some of the missions that are in Ace Combat X2.
Ground Force Commander.
I should have figured that, honestly, but
We'll lose the battle if a battalion is allowed
it doesn't matter. This mission's going to be a little bit of a change from the typical.
enter the port.
From the typical, you know, bomb the port mission.
Wait, I got something on the radar. Put the city on high alert. I don't want to see so much as a kid out on the street.
Whoa! It seems like the guns in this thing are devastating. They might even have like a small little area of effect. There's an enemy aircraft on my tail. Oh. An attacker versus an attacker, huh? I'm gonna sink this frigate up ahead.
How many ships are still operational?
Well, whatever it was, it's gonna be one less now. Oh, good. Looks like... Oh, I actually have an allied plane flying in this mission. Alright, go after him. Let's double team him. You didn't dodge that one. You know what? Maybe I'll let my... Yeah, I'm gonna let my teammate handle that. Doesn't seem like... Yeah, I can't control my wingman in this game, but that's fine, you know. There's gonna be some limitations with the PSP title. Oh, crap. Just... Didn't notice that the enemy aircraft were already starting... The enemy ships were already starting to arrive. Yeah, no, not happening on my watch.
Enemy ship destroyed. Watch the battle on the port side.
Oh, it looks like they're trying to raise the bridge. Yeah, well, there's no need to at this point because that one's going down.
Enemy approaching from starboard side. This is the 5th Amphibious Unit. We're about to enter the port.
And you just got... Not anymore.
Just head for the bridge. Damn it! A missile!
One bites the dust. Well, it looks like they still have more out there. Alright. Doesn't worry. You're next on the scrap heap.
I'm not gonna let him sink us here.
You don't have to let me. I could just do it, but I don't need permission to.
Our hands, abandoned ship. Enemy freighter destroyed.
Not to let me know. A little bit of a change from, at least to my knowledge, so far most of the music in these Ace Combat games is either orchestral or rock. Having a little bit of an electronic theme going here, I kind of vibe with it. Electronic music is probably my favorite, like, main genre, and having it in an Ace Combat game, definitely a well-appreciated change for me. Well, by me. I don't know. I don't know how I'm supposed to say it without sounding like I made it, but no. I appreciate the change. Yeah, those ships are pretty far away from the harbor at this point. I could take a little bit of a chance here. Oh no, there's more approaching! Okay, I didn't notice that earlier. Looks like I'm gonna have to sink you anyways. Yeah, it definitely feels like there's like some sort of area of effect with the machine guns. At least that's what it feels like.
Enemy approaching from starboard side.
It's about to have that happen again. Would have prevented it.
Good kill.
Thanks. Oh, now they're rocking JAS 37s. All right. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have gone.
Enemy planes approaching. Somebody help us! So these are the guys that just quit things. We'll get a medal for taking them down.
Yeah, if you live to tell the tale, which I'm gonna make sure that doesn't happen. Yeah, you don't have to let me know twice. Oh. I didn't realize I actually had my special weapons equipped there, not my regular missiles. Okay, let's switch back.
Destruction of enemy fleet confirmed. The mission was a success.
Well, actually, not every ship was destroyed in that, but all the important ones were. And that's what matters. Backwards and forwards
We've
we go.
succeeded in destroying the enemy fleet gathered in Fort Patterson. Our ground troops scored a major victory by using the chaos caused by our attack to storm in and secure the port. We freed Port Patterson from the hands of the enemy. It's still kind of hard to believe.
Not for me, Crux. Because, you know, I'm an A6 point. Another new air. It's like every mission we complete now is like a new aircraft unlocked. Not that I have a problem with it. Anyways, onwards and forwards we go. Communication with border base lost. The Aurelian army's
The
futile
emblem
resistance.
of the Southern Cross.
Resistance.
It was on that very day that the aircraft bearing the mark of the Southern Hemisphere brought about the defeat of Laysath forces. But the story barely made the news, and the army showed no apparent reaction. Almost nightly, Laysath's commanding officer, Diego Gaspar Navarro, plays host to grand banquets within Gaius Tower. This evening, he is once again proudly trumpeting the glory of his airborne fortress. I've heard the speech so many times, it feels like I wrote it. Which, in a way, is a good thing, because it lets me concentrate on enjoying the food instead. As I gazed out the window at the night sky, I felt
Either
as
built
if
it or
even
has
the
an
phases
obsession
of the
with
moon
it.
were somehow at odds with those of the Northern Hemisphere. The words of a fellow reporter, who fancied himself a connoisseur of fine wine, really got me thinking about the price of the glass of wine in my hand. One glass of it is roughly equivalent to several years of a Laysathian citizen's salary. Haven't the long years of civil war left Laysath an impoverished and war-torn nation? Whatever the case, much is unclear about the flow of money in Laysath. Ever since I arrived here, I've only covered stories the military had approved. However, this particular mystery just might be worth investigating on my own. The idea was nothing more than the product of an idle mind. At least at the time.
Okay, so it sounds like Laysathian command is hiding some stuff from this reporter.
Okay, let's get started with a report of the situation. I think our best option under the circumstances
South
would be
Osea?
to head towards Santa Elva. Santa Elva is a strategic location that we have to pass through to get to the capital, Griswold. However, there are several other strategic points on the way to Santa Elva. Which points you choose and in what order you do so is up to you. It looks like your decisions will affect the course of this battle. I know it's an immense responsibility, but there's no one else to count on. We're relying on you to get us through this. It appears that the enemy's Miller unit is gathering at Kings Hill. It looks like they're trying to take back Port Patterson. I wonder what they're up to. Next, we have reports that the Allied Davis unit is cut off at Stand Canyon. Gleipnir took off from Puna Base and is currently standing by at Terminus Island. With the long strike range of the Gleipnir, there's not much our forces can do. It appears that the enemy is moving towards Stand Canyon to eliminate our remaining forces. We'll need those remaining forces in our attack on Santa Elva, so I think we should probably send help. If left alone, they'll be helpless against the aerial fortress, just like what happened to us at Cape Aubrey. Also, Santa Elva is a key location for the enemy, and I think they'll concentrate their forces there. We'll have major problems if they send in their aerial fortress. I'll give you more details once you decide on a route. Please tell me which route you plan to take.
Well, I guess I was a little bit right there. There is going to be a branching mission line here. Oh boy. Chat, which one should I take? Because personally, I'm thinking... Okay, so there's... Yeah, 4A, 5A, and 6A. I feel like if we take 4A... If we don't take 4A, there's a chance that they're going to launch an attack. We got to think about this, like, strategically. There's a chance that they take back the naval port that we just, you know, took. So... Of course, I also don't want to go, like, right after Gleipnir, especially since, you know, I don't really have a good aircraft to go up against it with. At least not right now. So, you know what? Since these guys are the closest and probably the most critical threat to us at Port Patterson, I think, yeah, I'm going to go for 4A here.
LASAF's Miller unit is meeting up at Kings Hill. Based on the sheer strength of the enemy force, an offensive aimed at retaking Port Patterson appears imminent. A partially completed highway runs directly from Kings Hill straight into the heart of Port Patterson. The enemy intends to use this highway to swiftly spearhead its way through our defenses. Their ground forces must be destroyed if Port Patterson is to remain ours. Our soldiers are in a precarious position. If they are attacked now, they will have no choice but to abandon the port. One more thing. On the highway leading to Port Patterson, there is a tunnel. If an enemy tank makes it to the tunnel, it will be beyond the reach of any air assault. If even one enemy tank enters the tunnel, our mission will fail. Please make sure this doesn't happen.
Every action you take will have consequences. Oh boy, so it's... Yeah, there's real weight on our shoulders now, by the sounds of it. Well, first off, I gotta check. I did see, like, a notice for a new aircraft available for us, so... Oh, wow, fictional aircraft available to us right at this... From what feels like almost the beginning of the game. Respectable aircraft in all areas, the Apollos boosts unrivaled expandability. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna take it. I mean, what other game can you unlock the fictional super aircraft this early? Well, it might not be a super aircraft, but it is still... Oh, we also have upgrade parts. No, I don't want to purchase them yet. Just want to see what we have available to us. Oh and also special weapons, of course. Alice. Yeah, I saw Alex. The experimental aircraft can be improved with parts. Okay, well, now I know that this aircraft is going to be good because it has both XAGMs and XMAAs available to it, as well as bombs, but you know me, this is another ground attack mission, so I'm going to go with XAGMs. Yeah, kind of defeats the point of me getting the A6 earlier, but yeah, it's one of my favorite naval attack aircraft, so it was worth using for those 2 missions that I did. Now it's time for us to rock the Apollos. There's rain in this game, too.
The location is well
Interesting.
concealed, making it impossible to identify from the air. Wait for enemy vehicles to leave the rendezvous point, then strike. Protect the tunnel entrance at all costs. If an enemy gets inside, it's all over.
Well, this is Ace Combat, so we could probably just fly inside the tunnels anyways to destroy them. But by the sounds of it, that's not what they want us to do. That was close. That was very close.
Help me! He's right behind me!
Not anymore. Okay, now I'm starting to see. Looking at the map right now, and now I can see where the tanks are. Do any of y'all remember the first PS2 game, the first PS2 Ace Combat game that had rain in it? Because I don't recall seeing it. Maybe it might just be just me. And it just appeared earlier than I remember it. I just have one F-16 trailing me right now. Probably not going to be able to do much since, you know, I'm in this thing. Although he could probably help me defend... He probably could defend me from those aircraft that are flying behind me. In which case, that would be appreciated.
If they make it through here, we'll lose Port Patterson. You've got to hold out.
Gotcha. That's a mistaken thinking there. In your way? I wasn't in your way. I was to the side of you. Okay, 4 had it in Operation Bunker Shot. Okay, yeah, now I remember. This is a great step up from the A6. Yeah, no, not on my watch. But yeah, we're gonna keep coming. Until you shoot us down, we don't see any reason to stop. one-star vehicle down there. I'm guessing there's going to be something that happens if we do or don't destroy it. Oh, now... Really, guys? Bringing attacker aircraft to deal with us? Probably should have sent something that's more oriented to deal with fighters. Focus on what we need to do here. Or not. There's enemy aircraft behind me. What's a few more points? Oi! That was a bit close for comfort there. Man, kind of... Oh! Now it's a dogfight.
Just get one vehicle into the tunnel. Begin falling once you're inside.
Uh-oh, yeah, I see. I can see now that there's one that spawned on pretty much the bottom section of the map. So I'm gonna have to quick take these guys out.
Enemy here! The Southern Cross just flew by! Hurry! Go, go, go!
Yeah, I can't focus on the aircraft right now. I have to go after the ground vehicles. Yeah, all the way down at the bottom of the map. Pretty much the exact opposite direction of where I was. You know what? I could probably take those other two guys out. So I'm going to. Okay. That missed. Yeah, I don't think I really have to worry about losing credits by using up all my missiles, unlike Joint Assault. Just gotta worry about getting them before they hit the tunnel. Right, that's all of them. Now time to finish just this AA gun off. Yeah, how can one little AA gun pose that much of a threat to us? I have no clue.
Have been eliminated. The mission was a success.
So let's proceed onwards and forwards. Already liking
We've
this
succeeded in
Apollos.
preventing the Miller unit from invading Port Patterson. Laysath forces are in retreat. Let's hope they've learned their lesson and think twice before trying to take Port Patterson again.
Yeah, definitely. Another new aircraft and new parts available. All right. Okay, I didn't save, so I'm gonna save right now. Incomplete. That one AA gun could single-handedly have taken back poor Patterson. How? It's something I find absolutely hilarious. Yeah, and I will agree, the Apollos, it is a cool-looking aircraft. Honestly, with it now in my possession, I might be able to take on the... I might be able to take on Glepnir over there, but... Well, either... Honestly, it might... Do you want to do this in order, or... Yeah, because I feel like if I don't chase Glepnir off... Well, either way, it seems like these guys are going to get decimated either way, because if I don't attack them now, Glepnir's going to finish them off. But if I don't attack Glepnir, the tanks are going to finish them off. It's a tough call. But you know what? Yeah, I think I'll go for Rolling Thunder here.
Allied ground forces are stranded at Stan Canyon. They are members of the Davis unit who were en route to an assault on Santa Elva when they were cut off from the main force. The Santa Elva offensive could use their support, and we can hardly leave them for dead. However, LASAF has already begun mobilizing a search and destroy operation. It's only a matter of time before the Davis unit is wiped out.
It's so tough not to say anything.
We should launch a strike now and save as many of our troops as we can. Although the area of attack is within range of Gleipnir's SWBM, the very same weapon that devastated our squadron. By implementing shielding and flying low through the canyon, it should be possible to avoid an attack by the SWBM. In the event that Gleipnir should attack, stay below the rim of the canyon, or less than 2,400 feet.
Oh, phew. Okay, so it's not like I permanently have to stay below the canyon. Just when it seems like Gleipnir is about to attack. Basically like the Stonehenge missions from 4. Guys, let's see. I'm always going to check the hangar first thing, just to see what we have available to us. Okay, the F-16. Honestly, not that much of an upgrade from the Apollos, so... Wait, no, not what I meant to look at. Yeah, I want to buy those XMAAs for it. It's tough not to say anything. Well, hopefully, yeah, I'm hoping that how I react to some of this stuff that's happening to me makes it all the more worth it. Or at least, you know, worth you not spoilering everything or anything.
This is the Davis unit. Is backup on its way? Griffith Squadron is on the way right now. Try your best to hold out until they arrive. Understood. No problem. We can still put up a fight. Casualties to the Davis unit will be displayed on your MPG. The Davis unit will be defeated when the gauge reaches max. Here they come! Prepare.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna reach max then.
The canyon narrows near the bridge. Please be careful. Keep the enemy attack helicopters away from the Allied ground forces. They don't stand a chance against the enemy's anti-tank missiles. Show them what we're made of.
Oh yeah, I'm about to show you what I'm made of. Oh, I hope... Bro, imagine if that fell on top of me. I probably would have gotten decimated there.
This is the Davis unit. The enemy is converging on our position. Please, hurry!
Okay, so it's only when Gleipnir attacks that I have to go below the ring of the
20
canyon.
seconds. Stay below 2,400 feet. Hurry.
Enemy attack! Return fire!
Report damage status. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Impact.
Holy moly! Yeah, that's violent right there. That's some violent screen shaking.
You're still airborne, right? I'm sorry. I just can't get the events of the previous SWBM attack out of my head.
Immobilize the enemy! Here they come! Prepare to fire!
Okay, wow, there's a massive enemy facility
The
here.
Aurelian mining facility. It looks like they've made their base on the ruins.
Okay, but I should really just be focusing on targets here.
Watch out for the guys above us! Enemy fire overhead! Damn it! Another one went down!
Yeah, the screen shake in this game is insane. And that got carried over into X2, I believe, with that one railgun weapon.
Griffith 1, back
Good
to
lord,
number
that
one.
game. Some of the missions in that game were the stuff of nightmares.
I see them. Moving to intercept.
Okay, well
Griffith 1 down. Do you read me, Griffith 1? Sir.
okay, well that's that myth busted. I can't fly through the bridge. Want to destroy it. At least we found that out quickly. So, yep, same aircraft. We're doing this again.
This is the Davis unit. Is backup on its way? Griffith Squadron is on the way right now. Try your best to hold out until they arrive. Understood. No problem. We can still put up a fight. Casualties to the Davis unit will be displayed.
Oh yeah, another classic way to die in an Ace Combat game. And now with Ace Combat 8, you can now apparently die by falling aircraft, by falling debris. Oh boy, am I looking forward to when that happens during the Ace Combat 8 playthrough.
Enemy aircraft sighted. Likely to back up to the ground forces. Don't sweat it. We've got the places covering us.
I took a hit there.
They've come. Help has come.
Yeah, first time for everything, Alex.
This is the Davis unit. The enemy is converging on our position. Please, hurry.
Go! Enemy attack! Return fire!
Airborne fortress missile launched. Estimated time to impact, 20 seconds.
Okay, gotta dive back below the rim of the canyon.
Enemy up ahead. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Impact.
Whoa, I almost went right in the impact zone of one of those missiles.
Everything all right? You're still airborne, right? I'm sorry. I just can't get the events of the previous SWBM attack out of my head.
Enemy fire!
Which case I can't say I blame you. Although really the ground's more of an enemy for me in this mission.
Did you make out the enemy base? That place used to be an Aurelian mining facility. It looks like they've made their base on the ruins.
Yeah, well, they're gonna have to vacate the premises. Okay, it looks like they're starting to close in.
Immobilize the enemy.
Here they come! Prepare to fire!
Stop at all costs! Don't let them intercept Alva!
There's a friendly force right beneath that bridge. Oh, okay, that's one destroyed.
Unit casualty is 25%.
No special weapon fire remaining.
Airborne fortress
Okay, well, some of them were gonna die eventually, but as long as there's still like one left, we should be good.
Estimated time to impact,
Just stay below.
1, impact!
Enemy attack! Return fire!
Stay inside the canyon or you'll get hit by the shockwave! You'd be a fool to be shot down by your own weapon!
Oh man, you would never know. You could never know. Oh, man. Shot down by your own weapon. Okay, be careful.
Destruction of target confirmed. Commencing evacuation of Davis unit.
Okay, phew. They're saved.
We've succeeded in rescuing the Davis unit from the enemy onslaught. The men express their gratitude for rescuing them, sir. This victory has also allowed us to begin formalizing a strategy for the recapture of Santa Elva.
We're already up to 41% on the kill rate. I don't think... Does the kill gauge actually unlock extra aircraft, or is like something else? Maybe just an achievement. Yeah, of course, I'm also going to save here.
The Gleipnir has moved from Terminus Island to Santa Elva. They are making preparations to defend the city as we speak. With the loss of Stand Canyon, defending Santa Elva probably took priority over using the SWBM to support their troops.
Well, now it looks like... Well, kind of fitting since we're about to take another city here. Okay, it unlocks skins. Good to know. Let's see, aircraft. Oh, we got 2 new aircraft available to us. Holy moly. The MiG-30... I didn't realize just how... Okay, the MiG-31's a fast plane, but in this game, the speed's maxed. Holy moly. Yeah, the kill gauge gives you skins and nothing else. Again, good to know. But yeah, oh my. Honestly, the speed on these planes is pretty tempting. But, again, how often do you get to use a fictional aircraft this early in the game? So, I'm still sticking with the Apollos, and I'm actually going to buy some special parts for it. Hey, yeah, no, I'm not buying that, I don't think. Just autopilot, automatically adjust the aircraft's position at low altitude to reduce the chances of crashing. I prefer to have full control of my plane, thank you very much, so I'm just gonna keep it what I have for now. However, I will buy scale armor. And, ooh. Both of these can be used for... air breaker, increased aircraft stability. I'll also buy a turbo engine. And yeah, I'll buy this. Of course, I'm gonna tune up the Apollos here with the parts that I got. That way we'll be a little bit more of a matchup against the Gleipnir once we face it. All right, well, it looks like we have a little bit of an ad break going on Twitch, so I'm going to take a quick little break myself, get myself a little bit of a drink. So stay tuned, guys. I'll be back shortly. break. We only have one mission to select now, and that is Standoff in the Skies. Well, it's time for our first matchup against Gleipnir. I wonder how this is going to go. Hopefully, actually, given the experience I've had in this game so far, I might end up dying the first time I do this mission, but we'll learn and we will improve. Hopefully. Advance on the enemy base. Once the attack begins, you cannot return to this area. Do you wish to continue? Yeah, since this is our only course of action that we could take right now.
Allied ground forces have finished preparations for an assault on Santa Elva. They're the same troops we rescued from Stand Canyon. The mission will be to recapture Santa Elva, a vital transportation route. If we succeed in retaking the city, our capital Griswold will be within reach. Analysis of the SWBM attack at Cape Aubrey has shown that the shockwave of the missile dissipates before reaching ground level. Therefore, an assault by
that was
our
not
ground
my only
forces
course of
has
action.
a much higher probability
okay, well, that was a
of
little bit
succeeding.
too late.
The mission can commence at any time. The Gleipnir has troubled Aurelia long enough. The time has come to drive it out.
Well, kind of can't exactly back out now. So let's just do it. Let's go into this. Time to avenge our fallen comrades. Oh, you can return to the map from the menu. Oh yeah, and since I saved the game. Yeah, it doesn't change much though. 6 Icebound. Well, it might unlock a new aircraft for us. So I think it's still worth checking out then. Air to ship, air to air. Let's see what it actually holds in store for us.
Terminus Island is home to both vital Aurelian oil fields and the Gleipnir's hangar. Intelligence has informed us that an Aurelian scientist is being held captive within this facility. It's highly likely that he has obtained invaluable information on the Gleipnir, and more importantly, he is a fellow Aurelian who must be rescued. The Allied submarine Naiad will be used in his rescue. In order to draw the enemy's attention from the Naiad, the Allied fleet will engage in a diversionary operation. Our duty will be to protect the fleet. The enemy is expected to launch anti-submarine aircraft. Although our main objective is to protect the diversionary fleet, we must also ensure the safety of the Naiad. If you confront any anti-submarine aircraft, take them out as soon as possible.
Okay. Skipping a Laysath mission does give you a different bad ending. It also gives you debuffs in the cannot return after this mission. Well, I'm guessing one of those is the fact that we're going to be fighting Gleipnir. But oh well, it is what it is at this point. Let's just do it. And since, you know, there's multiple ground targets, I'm going with the AGMs again. We're in ice fields.
To all Allied forces, this is the Naiad. We will be approaching the target shortly. Make sure to draw the enemy's attention your way. This is the cruiser Talanta. Understood. We'll make sure they know we're here. Fire them above. Show us your best. We need you
Missed.
loud and clear. Crux to Griffith 1. Damage to the Allied fleet will be displayed on the MPG.
Oh, now we have to defend an Allied fleet, as opposed to destroying it.
Make sure they survive.
Naiad, my my beloved. You know, I like how these two games I've played back-to-back, you know, Ace Combat 5 and X, we have an ally that has a submarine available to them, as opposed to, you know, having to just fight them.
All ships capable of attack, follow us.
I'm honestly wasting my time a little bit here chasing these X-29s.
Right behind me!
Yeah, I might be better off leaving them to my allies.
Aircraft defenses are capable of.
So I'll just leave them to my allies. I'll take care of the ships.
Enemy approaching from starboard side. All guns fire artillery barrage.
Whoa! That was a loud explosion. Maybe I shouldn't have gotten so close. Yeah, that might have jump scared the audience a little bit with that one.
I'm not gonna let them think I'm here. All turrets.
Oh yeah, well my missiles would like to have a word with you.
Missile shot trashed. This is the Naiad. We've reached the target. The infiltration unit is preparing to enter the facility. This is the infiltration unit. We'll bring you back something nice, so don't leave without us. Watch the battle on the port side. It looks like we got
Oh, I took a hit there.
The Naiad's going to be pinned down, even if they secure the target. Take care of those aircraft as soon as possible.
You got it.
This is the Naiad.
Okay, maybe leaving that X-29 all by itself was not a good idea.
Missile off target.
Get a lock. Missed. Man, these...
Alright, one down.
Wait a minute. Those are the threat? AWACS aircraft?
Aircraft lost.
Well, they boost the enemy missiles. Maybe that's a reason why. Okay, another X-29. Really? Okay. Time to sink you with the rest of your fleet. These guys are good. Not quite Gyrafalcon good, but they're good.
Push it up. Really faster. Enemy plane shot down.
Oh no, no, I'm not about to crash into that guy.
Falling. Increased out.
Yeah, I know. I know how to recover from a stall, alright?
Infiltration unit. We've secured the target. Returning now.
They'll get better, lol.
This is the Naiad. We have secured the target and are commencing extraction. Good job! Alright, now just
They'll get better, and guess what? So will I.
This is the Naiad. Hull breached. We've struck a mine. Naiad, are you alright? What's the damage report? The diving control system and rudder are out. Controls are barely responding. We're surfacing. The Naiad has surfaced.
Guessing that means we have to defend it while... Yep. We're gonna have to defend it while it's escaping.
We're getting new readings on radar. A large number of aircraft have taken off from a nearby enemy base.
An ace among them.
Course. You've got to make it out of there.
close. Gotta shoot this ace down.
Help me! He's right behind me!
Yeah, I am. Oh, dang, he's getting away! I'm not about to let you get away. Not like this. Yeah, they're already getting better. They're already getting better, Alex. That ace specifically is the bane of my existence. I can see why.
Naiad is taking enemy fire. Please hurry and get rid of those aircraft. This is a Naiad. We're taking fire from enemy aircraft. We can't dive. Help us out.
Don't worry. Skystrike has just arrived. Now time to destroy this iceberg before they sink them Titanic style. Oh yeah, they were right. This is a massive iceberg. I thought I was about to go into the drink there. Oh wait a minute, I have these. I can just spam all those XAGMs. Uh-oh, there's a B2 arriving. Oh no.
We've taken massive damage. Hurry up and do something about those planes in the sky.
No more on my watch.
Target hit.
Yeah, Paladin, the MiG-31 ace. Fastest fuck boy. And yet somehow is the nerf that slow is not quite hypersonic, but you know, you get the idea. Is extremely fast plane and maneuver it to the point where it's difficult to get a missile lock on it. Oh no. No more on my watch. Oh, there's one more A6. Okay. Hopefully you're the last one left. Because I got no missiles left. Oh, me and my big mouth. One left. Got you. Don't shoot the submarine. Get this Nighthawk right in front of me. I thought I was about to crash again. Thank goodness for unlimited machine gun ammo too, because I would have nothing to shoot these guys with if I didn't. Come on, guys, do something about that F-117. I know I'm the Southern Cross. I know I'm sort of your hero, but come on! You can use a little help here sometimes. Okay, well, it looks like they're all gone now. I spoke too soon. Again. they're just gonna keep scrambling F-117s, it seems.
Aircraft damage.
Where'd he go? Gotta finish him off. Yeah, get that slow stealth brick back here. Wait, overshot him. He fired a missile. I think he fired a missile at the sub. Please don't tell me. Please don't tell me that's gonna sink it. Okay, phew. I was getting a bit nervous there.
We've made it to the combat zone border. Thanks. We couldn't have done it without you.
The mission was
You
a
probably
success.
could have, but
The Naiad has returned to port.
my presence
safe
there
and
certainly
sound.
helped.
Thanks to the recon data from the Naiad, we've started to make some sense of the Gleipnir stealth system. It'll take some time to fully analyze the data, but it looks like there might be a way to partially shut down the stealth system. This information may help us gain the upper hand in our battle against the Gleipnir.
Okay, so maybe it was worth stopping by here. Oh, and also a new aircraft available for us. So definitely gonna save. Let's see what we have in terms of a new aircraft. Again, hopefully it's something good. Yeah, now there's only one way for us to go. Yeah, once the attack begins, you cannot return to this area.
Allied
we
ground
know.
forces have finished preparations for an assault on Santa Elva. They're the same troops we rescued from Stand Canyon. The mission will be to recapture Santa Elva, a vital transportation route. If we succeed in retaking the city, our capital Griswold will be within reach. Analysis of the SWBM attack at Cape Aubrey has shown that the shockwave of the missile dissipates before reaching ground level. Therefore, an assault by our ground forces has a much higher probability of succeeding. The mission can commence at any time. The Gleipnir has troubled Aurelia long enough. The time has come to drive it out.
All right. Then let's, as a driver, it's fitting that I drive it out. Anyways, let's look at the hangar and see what the new aircraft is. Okay. Oh, the A-10. Yeah. Well, wow, it actually has good everything except for speed and air-to-air and mobility. Yeah, Alex, you certainly weren't kidding with the stat differences here. They can be absolutely ridiculous sometimes. But anyways, you're the man. We gotta focus on our air attack here. In which case, XMAAs is gonna be the way to go.
Griffith 1, you are cleared for takeoff.
All right, XFAs are carrier capable. I forgot. Yeah, I kind of remember with like the XFA 27 and Ace Combat 7 that was carrier capable.
Griffith 1, altitude restrictions canceled. Return to your mission. Good luck.
Yeah, that angle just made the plane look beautiful.
This is reconnaissance. up to?
You guys seem to forget that the thing...
What's that sound?
There it is. Optical camouflage.
Here! Don't just stand there. Attack! Target the Gleipnir! Go ahead, cannon fire! Hit it with everything we've got! The SWBM can't reach us here, but watch out for conventional ordnance. Look! The disc on the bottom is starting to glow! What's he doing?
Some hidden weapon that we didn't know about.
Below the Gleipnir were just vaporized. What on earth is that? That's the Gleipnir!
No wonder they were able to take over our country so fast. They have like a freaking orbital laser underneath that thing.
I don't think so. I can't believe they've made such a terrifying weapon. Sir, Griffith 1, it appears the enemy has some kind of new super weapon. If the Allied ground forces are defeated, we won't be able to maintain our military presence. Casualties to the Allied ground forces will be displayed on your MPG. Protect them and keep the gauge from reaching max. All ground forces have withdrawn from Santa Elva. Understood. Now we can destroy those vile Aurelians with our shock cannon.
No, not if I have anything to say about it.
Too dangerous below the Gleipnir. Gain altitude as soon as you see any sign that it's about to fire.
Great, the music's already starting to tense up. I mean, this is a boss battle, it seems. Uh-oh. Well, they had just incinerated one of our forces.
Disappeared! I lost sight of it again!
Oh no. I can see exactly where it is. That optical camouflage ain't fooling me.
He's right behind me! Optical camouflage system critical! The system's on hold! Alright!
Nothing beats the human sight.
We're sitting ducks up here! Can somebody do something? It's no use! Damn it! It's time to use an SWBM! I don't care if we sustain a little damage. I want that Southern Cross blown out of the sky! Roger, SWBM standing by! They'll be ready to launch shortly! Pest, it's time you met your maker!
Special weapon fire running low.
The Gleipnir is launched in SWBM. We think it's the same as the one used at Cape Audrey. It's too dangerous to fly at high altitude. Try to stay lower than the Gleipnir. Estimated time to impact, 10 seconds.
Alright then. I'll stay low.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, impact!
Oh, yeah. That screen shake is brutal. Time to talk to the S. Oh, great. They launched another one. Not another one.
Special weapon fire remains.
Estimated time to impact, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Oh, another
1,
ace.
impact!
Oi! Firestorm. Honestly, sounds like the name of a transformer. Just with that naming convention.
Evasive maneuver successful. Estimated time to impact, 15 seconds. Estimated time to impact, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, impact! Airborne fortress missile launched.
Well, that ace is taken care of.
Impact, 15 seconds. Estimated time to impact,
The music is just
10
getting
seconds.
straight up creepy at this point. Just with the way that those violin strings are going,
3, 2,
it's making me shiver.
impact! Missile on target!
Yeah, I gotta bully those SWBM launchers.
Missile launched. Estimated time to impact, 15 seconds.
As long as I stay under it, I should be fine.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, impact!
Oh man, but that screen shake is gonna be incredibly annoying.
Airborne Fortress missile launched. Estimated time to impact, 15 seconds.
No more SWBMs for you.
Estimated time to impact, 10 seconds.
Oh great, never mind. I take that back. They have a lot more launchers on there.
3, 2, 1, impact!
Oi! Yeah, that screen shake is so violent. I feel like if I'm too close to the ground, I'm gonna end up shaking myself into the ground.
Airborne Fortress missile launched. Estimated time to impact, 15 seconds. Estimated time to impact, 10 seconds.
Great. Dive, dive! Wow. His line appeared on screen, but he didn't speak there. And even our AWACS is being a bit deceptive here. Or maybe
Airborne
this
Fortress
just
missile launched.
Gleipnir itself is cutting it off.
Time to impact, 15 seconds.
Or not.
All SWBM launching ports have been destroyed! Damn it! Smoke's pouring into the bridge! Engine 6 is on fire!
No more shockwave missiles for you.
Floor is falling! We can maintain altitude!
Command, I regret to inform that we will not be able to complete the mission. It's time the Southern Cross saw the true face of Lisa's might! Prepare the shot cannon!
Wait, what? No way. They're actually gonna point that thing at me?
The Airborne Fortress is changing course. It's descending towards the city. Oh no! They intend to use the shot cannon on the city! Griffith 1! Countdown to shot cannon fire will be displayed on your MPG. Destroy the shot cannon before it fires. All surviving
Alright, you
crew
got
forces,
it.
head for the riverbank.
Looks like another case of a crazy captain in charge of an overpowered weapon.
The lives of thousands are at stake. You must destroy the cannon. The Airborne
It's also like-
10 miles from the city.
Also sounds like he has a personal grudge against us. Just like Torres. Except without the character development and,
Even
like,
from behind, I can't seem to get a straight shot.
without the character development and, like, knowledge that Torres has.
The Gleipnir has changed course and is moving away from the capital. The controls won't respond. Come on, just a little more. If we can hold together long enough. Please crash into the river. There are too many civilians here in Santa Elva. I will deliver one final blow to the enemy as commander of the Gleipnir. Am I to be denied even that? We did it. The Gleipnir's falling. The Gleipnir is crashing!
Yeah, you are to be denied of that. Oh, man. They never learn their lesson, do they? People strange real. Never give psychos, even if, no matter how decorated they are, command of an overpowered weapons fortress like this. And yeah, that. Now with that context, Alex, it does happen a lot, it seems. I'm not sure what exactly you're
We've
referring to,
succeeded in
but
destroying
yeah,
the Gleipnir,
that exact
as well as
instance
taking
seems to
back
happen a
Santa
lot in
Elva.
Strange Real.
The Santa Elva victory is fantastic news. But even more so, the defeat of the Gleipnir is sure to boost morale and give us a strategic advantage in this war. Luck was certainly on our side, though. With all of that raining debris, it's amazing the city sustained so little damage.
Yeah, I might have gotten a B rank there because, well, one of our friendly forces got destroyed. We still completed our mission. Yeah, definitely saving here. The fall of the airborne fortress. Southern Cross's nightmare.
Unthinkable! The chatter of the nightly parties fell into silence. In place of the sumptuous banquet, weapons to protect the capital were rolled in. Griswold is in turmoil over the shocking news, but who would have thought that underneath the chaos lay an even greater story? Aurelia's exploitation of Laysath was all a ruse. In fact, Aurelia had been Laysath's largest benefactor in aid. The truth remained hidden from the public, while any aid meant for food was spent on arms. Why did this happen? Why was a lavish party held to boast the performance of their newest weapon? The trail of money surrounding Diego Navarro would lead me to the answer. Diego Navarro is not only Laysath's commanding officer, but also controls their arms industry. He has used continued conflict as a means to amass an enormous fortune. This war was conceived as a replacement for the Civil War to further increase arms sales. I can't help but wonder how much of this truth the soldiers risking their lives for Laysath really know. The classified documents contained much more than just information on the airborne fortress. The transfer of financial revenue and commodities were also recorded in great detail. What does all of this have to do with Laysath's commanding officer Diego Navarro? Even after all that's happened, why does he still seem so naturally at ease? I've unwittingly found myself fearing for the safety of the Southern Cross.
You know why? I'm willing to bet he has something else up his sleeve. The Gleipnir was not his trump card.
All right, let me brief you on the main locations on the route to Griswold. Sir, please choose a route. First, remnant enemy soldiers are regrouping at the Kalana Steps and are planning an attack on Santa Elva. They currently aren't a threat, but we're curious as to what they're planning. I guess we're not much different from them in size or strength. The enemy Special Forces Skilla unit has set up camp at Sachana Air Base. They're not a squad you want to take on directly, but they're currently busy preparing to send reinforcements to the Kalana Steps. This might be the perfect time to catch them off guard. It appears that Laysath forces are shipping supplies to a large-scale manufacturing plant in Montebriz. It seems that they're manufacturing something, but there is a large radar facility close by on Mount Nevera. The Nevera jammer is located there, and we're unable to monitor their movements. The jamming extends as far as Griswold, so we need to do something about it. Although we really need to find out what's going on at Montebriz as well. Our capital is not far ahead. However, Griswold is heavily fortified and protected by the Mezim cannon. Fierce resistance is expected, but we must pull together and take back Griswold.
All right, so a lot was unloaded on us right there. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take on all these missions that are available to us. You know, again, to unlock as much as we can while we have it, you know? All right, so first up, I'm gonna start with Striking Point here. Let's see how this goes.
We have obtained information that enemy stragglers from Santa Elva are gathering on the Kalana Steps. Unless we
prevent
move
them
now,
from striking our
we
base
risk
first.
the enemy launching another incursion on Santa Elva. It appears that they are also expecting reinforcements and supplies from the Sachana Air Base to the northeast. If the remnant forces and the reinforcements are allowed to regroup, they could pose a problem. We need to attack now while they are defenseless and take them out of the battle for good.
That we shall do, but first, I did see that we have a new aircraft available to us. All the way up here. The Frigata. A massive fighter with 4 engines, characteristic design distinguishes it from all other large body aircraft. Oh. Chat, what do we think about this thing? Do you think we found an upgrade for our Apollos? I mean, it's only an attacker though, whereas the Apollos is a multi-role. Oh, we also have the F-15E available as well. Also an attacker. Oh, but yeah, it's a tough call. Both of these look pretty promising. Well, I'm willing to bet because the Frigata is like is a fictional super aircraft, it has upgrades available to it. Whereas the Eagle here, it's only just, you know, it only has what it has. You can't upgrade it or anything. It's a tough call. I should see if I could if there's a way for me to put a poll on YouTube. Because now would be a perfect time to. Okay, great. I have to wait a little bit for the chat to actually load in on my YouTube. See, I do the same thing with Twitch, where I use like a secondary account on both on YouTube and Twitch on my phone so that I can view chat, but also give myself an extra viewer. Might be a cheap strategy, but it's worked so far. Start a poll. Which to go for? Yeah, thank goodness that I don't actually remember the name of the designation for the Frigata, so yeah, thank goodness it's on my screen right now on the YouTube side. Anyways, that poll's going up right now. While I'm waiting, guys, I'll be taking a quick break, so hopefully y'all can give me an answer here. I'll be back shortly. See you in a bit. Alright guys, I'm back from break, and looks like the Fragata won. So that's what we'll go with. Alright, gonna end the poll right now. But yeah, let's... I've flown the F-15E in Ace Combat 7 a few times already, so kind of know what it's capable of. So yeah, let's go with the Fragata here. It's nice to have a little bit of it, again, nice to have a bit of a change where you're able to fly fictional aircraft this early. Although with this pattern, I feel like you could do it for every phase of the game. Of course, I also want to see what special weapons it has available. LAGMs. Oh, okay. You know I gotta pick these up. Fuel air explosive bombs? Hell yes. You know what? Why not? I'll grab all 3 of them. Of course, I'll apply the upgrades that has available to it. Again, Fragata. Yeah, turbo engine, stability, and armor. There we go. Now let's go in and do this thing. Oh boy, my boys in Su-27s are going to be surprised when they see me flying around in this thing. Of course, let's go with... You know I have to go with these things. Striking point. Destroy all targets within the allotted time. That's going to be no problem with fuel air explosive bombs. That's for sure.
The target enemy destruction ratio will be displayed on your MPG. Continue to destroy enemy targets until the number reaches 0.
Yeah, that won't be an issue with this thing.
What a desolate place. Just wait a little longer. Reinforcements will be here before long with fresh supplies. Then we should be able to stick it to those Aurelians again.
Oh yeah, just watch as that gets dropped on your head.
Oh, you've just been waiting until now to strike. Damn it, I'm not gonna die here.
Oh yeah, well, I have a fuel air explosive bomb with your name on it, and it would... And it says that, yeah, no. This is where you meet your end.
The tanks are in the way! Stop messing around! We need to get to the main unit! AA guns destroyed.
Actually handles, you know, for being something with 4 engines, probably a huge maintenance hog and extremely fast, it does handle pretty solid. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that group down below. Just gonna... Got a little gift from you, from Aurelia. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Honestly, I probably would have had enough to get both the F-15E and the Fragata. But I wanted to save up a little bit for upgrades and, you know, just in case I need to get myself a new aircraft later, which I probably will. Missed. Then again, this is an attacker aircraft, so it's better suited to locking onto ground targets.
Get out of there!
Oh yeah, and plenty more about to go down with it.
Special weapon fire running low.
It's only a matter of time before we're decimated!
Aircraft
Wow, the gauge on the side here is actually the reverse of what you'd expect. You know, you'd think it'd fill up more when more enemies are destroyed, but no, it's the opposite here. It goes down. Oh, Harriers. Oh man, it's been 30 years of this franchise, and yet we still haven't gotten proper VTOL integration. Hopefully AC-8 can rectify that. Oh no.
Here they come! Prepare to fire!
Oh yeah, you better unload on me with everything you've got, because you won't be lasting long. Oh, FB-22s. Yep, now they're stepping up their game. But really, sending attackers to attack, well, aircraft.
What's going on? I didn't hear anything about enemy reinforcements. I'm sorry, they're using stealth. I didn't see them on radar. Look, our guys. Reinforcements from Takana Air Base have come. We're saved.
Oh yeah, like that's gonna help you.
Your MPG has increased due to enemy reinforcements. You can yell at me all you want when you get back. Just make sure you come back alive. Return fire, shoot!
Well, I doubt you would have been able to see them since, well, stealth. Oh, great. Another ace. Viper and an X-29. Alright, this thing's got 4 engines, so that means a lot of speed, so I'm going to use it to my advantage. But there is a little bit of a problem where I'm outrunning my missiles. Oh, great. And they're sending Su-37s as well. Yeah, they must have had some pretty huge reinforcements at that other air base. 'Cause this is what they're sending after us. But nothing we can't handle, right? I missed. Oh yeah, I'll be coming to help you. By knocking you out of the sky, that is.
I see them. Moving to intercept. Alright, I dodged it.
Oh yeah? Then dodge this. Overshot him. Oh wow, nothing hit there. Nothing.
Evasive maneuver successful.
Yeah, Alex wasn't kidding when he said that the Ace Pilot AI was gonna be stepping up its game. Although it's really translating to both the Aces and the normal pilots, because look at them. few missiles here. And I'm gonna take care of those tents down there. Good. Oh, it looks like I'm gonna have to do the jousting technique. You know, with Pixie. Thing that we did with Pixie, where we're just gonna have to circle back and forth. Yeah, that seems to be the strategy that works with this plane. It's just so damn fast. Doesn't turn quite as well as the Apollos. So I gotta use its speed to its advantage. Alright, one last Su-37. Then it's happy hour.
Griffith Squadron. The mission was a success. Good job, Griffith 1.
Yeah, getting the Fregata was definitely worth it, in my opinion.
The concentration of enemy troops on the Kalana steppes has been eliminated, allowing us to concentrate on Santa Elva. We can now freely continue our advance without having to constantly watch our flank. I apologize for letting enemy reinforcements get the drop on you. I should have been paying more attention to their movements. It won't happen again. That is all.
Yeah, make sure of it next time. Yep, saving. Again, any opportunity I can use to save, I'm going to. Yeah, now it's time we cease the chance of reinforcements getting a drop on us.
The Skilla unit has left Sachana Air Base for Mount Nevera. Unfortunately, radar interference has prevented us from pinpointing their exact location. But we believe they have abandoned the Kalana steppes to protect the Nevera jammer.
Uh-oh. Well, that doesn't sound good. H9 being a diversion. Hopefully that diversion will end up bringing those guys back here.
In order to ensure our bid to capture the capital is a success, we need to first take back Sachana Air Base. Sachana Air Base is our country's largest air base. The enemy incurred heavy losses during the previous battle at Kalana Steppes, resulting in a near complete loss of air power in this area. However, enemy ground troops have already begun to form a formidable intercept force in their stead. The surrounding woods would put our ground troops at a distinct disadvantage, so a helicopter unit will be used to carry them in. Your mission, sir, will be to protect the helicopter unit until they can safely land at the target. Intelligence reports that enemy troops trained in guerrilla warfare and familiar with the terrain are holding this point. Infrared sensors have been attached to the HUD to help locate enemies hiding in the forest. The heat signature from an enemy's weapon will appear on the HUD whenever they fire. Use this chance to lock onto the target. Draw enemy fire and take out as many enemy positions as possible to ensure the safety of the helicopter unit.
At least with the route you took, avoids that mission. What do you mean, that mission? Does that mean that I avoided a more difficult mission? Hope it does. Anyways, oh, we got two new aircraft down here. Oh, the Caraburn. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have enough credits on my account to get it. But we won't worry about that too much now because this is a ground attack mission, and we got the perfect aircraft for it. Yeah, we're going with the Fragata. And I think this time I'll rock with the long-range ground missiles. Because by the looks of it, they're in clusters, and LAGMs, from my experience, have a little bit of... what's it? Splash damage. A lot of splash damage. So if I take one out, there's a good chance I'll take an entire camp of them out. Of course, they're not showing up on radar.
The squadron. I've heard the stories. We're counting on you. All right, we're just going to concentrate on making it to the base. We won't be able to handle the enemies hiding in the forest, so we're leaving them up to you. Damage to the helicopter unit will be displayed on the MPD. Keep an eye on it. We won't be able to take the base without them, so make sure they get there intact.
Well, it looks like I've already found my first targets. They're already down in this, right in the dead center of the map. Oh, of course.
Here it comes. We're taking fire from the ground. Intelligence was spot on. Damn. I can't get a pic from the enemy position. Griffin Squadron, we're taking enemy ground fire. We need backup.
Okay, well, guess I'm gonna head back then and deal with them. At least they didn't take any damage there. This is reminding me a bit of that mission in 7 where we had to actively hunt down SAM sites. And they didn't show up unless you were, like, close to them.
So, the fighters are out of range. Alright, concentrate on the helicopters instead.
Oh no, you don't. Not on my watch.
Alright, Griffin won!
Oh great, they already shot one down.
The helicopter unit is taking damage. This is Outpost A. Enemy helicopter unit and escort squadron have just passed overhead. Aim for the lead escort aircraft. Take them out and the rest will drop like flies.
Just keep my eye out for now. By the looks of it, I actually have to stay close to the helicopters.
Change position as soon as you fire. Don't let them get a beat on you.
Well, spoke a little bit too late there. Yeah, and they're using RPGs. RPGs don't have lock on.
Another chopper's down. Griffin Squadron, do something. You've got to protect us.
Missed.
Allied helicopter unit damage at 50%. Please protect them.
If that was a miss, bruh. Watch, they're probably gonna end up getting destroyed. Oh man, this is gonna suck. Okay, maybe not. We're actually slowly getting closer and closer. There's an ace over there, I think. Oh no, but I gotta focus. Focus.
Allied helicopter taking massive damage. The mission depends on them. You've got to protect them. Where's the intercept squadron? Get them up in the air.
There's only one helicopter left. I think we started the mission out with like, what, 7 of them? I'm doing an amazing job as an escort pilot. An amazing job.
This is Outpost B. Watch out for the enemy escort. They're pretty good.
That's the second time they used that nickname.
Special weapon fire running low.
Okay, those all miss. Darn. Please tell me that's the last of those RPG guys I gotta deal with. I can't take much more of this.
No special weapon fire remaining. Aircraft damage.
So I completely forgot about this until now, but I think it was just last weekend that Project Ace has actually put the Ace Combat X OST on Spotify and YouTube.
Helicopter unit destroyed. Mission failed. Return to base.
Just one helicopter left and it got destroyed. Oh boy. Oh, yep. I'm just gonna have to stick with it. Yeah,
So
I
you're
told
the famous Griffith Squadron. I've heard the stories. We're counting on you. All right, we're just going to concentrate on making it to the base. We won't be able to handle the enemies hiding in the forest, so we're leaving them up to you. Damage to the helicopter unit will be displayed on the MPG. Keep an eye on it. We won't be able to take the base without them, so make sure they get there intact.
Yeah, I totally did my job with that one last time. Yeah, this time I'm gonna stick with the helicopters. Stay within close range of them.
We're taking fire from the ground. Intelligence was spot on.
Instead of just flying right off to the airbase right away.
On the enemy position. Griffith Squadron, we're taking enemy ground fire. We need backup.
Where's this? It's just me. There's no squadron here. That's honestly a bit sad. Right, of course I was turning in the wrong direction.
So, the fighters are out of range. Alright, concentrate on the helicopters instead.
I'm actually closer, but I'm less easy of a target because I'm faster. Way faster.
Right. The Allied helicopter unit is taking damage. This is Outpost A. Enemy helicopter unit and escort squadron have just passed overhead. Aim for the lead escort aircraft. Take them out and the rest will drop like flies.
Yeah, there's only one of me. There's only one escort aircraft in this.
Warning. The enemy's lost proximity.
Change position as soon as you fire. Don't let them get a beat on you.
I don't know who's saying yes. I'm the one putting on all the work right now. But, Okay. Gonna keep my distance behind the helicopter's unit. That way I can get a better look at... Yep. See? A better look at where the RPG dudes are. The only problem is if I try to slow down to their speed, I risk stalling out. Doing what I can right now, okay? Oh. I managed to get a lock onto me with an RPG, even though RPGs do not have lock-ons. At least they're going after me and not the helicopters. Which I guess is kind of what I want to go for right now.
Where's the intercept squadron? Get them up in the air.
Okay, yeah, that was a bit of a suicide shot there. Because I was so close. But it was all I got, because the LAGMs have a blast radius, and my standard missiles don't.
This is Outpost B. Watch out for the enemy escorts. They're pretty good.
Yeah, probably would have been a better idea to use an LAGM there. Hopefully this is the last RPG guy. That was kind of a waste of a missile, but we got him eventually. Alright, focus. Focus. Took one hit there, but this, oh great, my Twitch stream went offline. Okay, it was only a short instance. I was getting a bit nervous there. Thankfully, nothing important was happening. At least, I don't think. Yeah, and then you went right into the next one. I didn't get it. I didn't shoot at it in time. Oh well.
Please stand by until they finish.
Okay, that was one of the more difficult missions so far. Again, I'm not very good with like escort defending missions like that.
You're clear to land.
Okay, at least this isn't a carrier landing, so it should be pretty simple. It's got
3 miles to touchdown.
Just gotta line up.
2 miles to touchdown. 1 mile to touchdown. You're on the money.
Oh, a bit of a hard landing there, but we did it.
Perfect, sir. Stand by and prepare for your next sortie.
I'll be ready.
The helicopter unit has brought Sachana Air Base under their control. The mission is a success. Air power from the base will be a vital asset, especially in the battle to retake Griswold. I have the feeling the day of our capital's liberation is not far off.
Of course. I'm glad that there's always like a new aircraft available to purchase after each mission. A nice change from Joint Assault where like it felt like every 5 missions was one where you unlocked a good aircraft. Yeah, let's proceed on forward. Our mission. Oh, we have two different areas. Joint operation and in pursuit. Okay, so I feel like if we did in pursuit 2 here, that aircraft that's there on joint operation would end up getting a Griswold. And they already have enough forces there, so we gotta put an end to their stuff. Put an end to that, like, now. So, we're going here. We're going to Montbreeze.
A recon team has infiltrated Montbreeze and uncovered suspect enemy movement. It appears that LASAF used several of the large industrial complexes scattered throughout the area to produce some type of weapon. Unfortunately, jamming from Mount Nevra is preventing us from gathering any further details. The presence of numerous transport aircraft, however, has led us to believe that whatever the cargo is, they plan on taking it to Griswold. There isn't enough time to prevent the transport aircraft from taking off, but we should be able to utilize their radar jamming to shield our approach.
Using their jamming against
If the
them.
enemy succeeds in escaping from the combat zone, we won't be able to follow. A lightning strike before they have time to react should prevent their escape. However, enemy jamming will render both radar and radio useless during the operation. Instead, Recon has made arrangements to transmit the position of the transport aircraft via infrared. Your mission is to work with the Recon unit to track and shoot down all transport aircraft. The mission will be considered a failure if any escape. We don't know what cargo is stowed within the transports, but there can be no doubt that it doesn't bode well for us.
Got that right. Anyways, let's go on. Of course, always going to check on the hangar, see what's the new aircraft, what new aircraft is available for us. Again, carry burn and the F-18. We also have the F-2 available to us now. I think I used it a bit in the Ace Combat 5 playthrough. Again, I'm kind of surprised that it went from like a mid to high tier aircraft in the PS2 trilogy to relatively low tier in Ace Combat 7. Kind of a shame, but it is what it is, I suppose. Anyways, we got access to the carry burn now, and I feel like we're gonna need it since it's a fighter and we're pursuing enemy aircraft here, so I'm going for it. I don't care that we have access to the Hornet. want to again. I want to use the experimental aircraft because I don't know when we're going to be able to see these again in like a mainline game without having to use mods. Of course, special weapons. I got to see what's available for it. Rocket launchers and QAAMs. I don't really think I need QAAMs to deal with, you know, the aircraft in this mission. So let's just go for it. And of course, I'm also going to equip all the upgrades that we have available for it. All right, let's do this. This might be the last mission that I do for tonight, just because it's getting late where I'm at, and I gotta wake up decently early tomorrow, so... yeah, let's end it off with a bang, literally. And that way we save the beginning of... that way we save the assault on Griswold for the beginning of next stream, so that we have something exciting for it.
This is the Northwest Seagull Unit, so you're the one and only Southern Cross. We're counting on you. Are you picking up the infrared signal? We're clear of jamming here. We can't transmit past 30 miles, but there shouldn't be any problems at this distance. The number of enemy transports is being transmitted to your HUD. Don't let any escape. Radar jamming will prevent you from locking onto target, so you'll have to use your sights when firing. Stay relaxed and you can do it.
Oh, you got it. Especially since I have these long-range missiles available to me.
Southeast Perma Unit, we've also arrived on point. It
Hey.
looks like the enemy is finally onto us. The transport has started to flee. Control tower, come in. This is the first corridor. Anyone know your destination?
Oh, come on, I have visual contact with it. I should be able to lock on. Oh, well. I want to... oh, boy. That was close.
Increasing power.
Ha, I don't even need a lock on. We got this. All I gotta do is just... all I gotta do is just use my long-range missiles when I'm far away, and the guns when I'm up close. We got this. We got this in a paper bag. Lasers! Belkin black magic! Oh, definitely glad that we're preventing those from getting over to the capital.
Command Greeters 1. This is the Northeast Jaguar Unit. Visual confirmation of the transport. It's flying towards the river. Please head it off.
Sorry, I had to destroy that C5 that was there first. Where are these people? Alright. There's only one transport left. Gotta get it before it leaves the combat zone.
This is the Northeast Jaguar Unit. The transport is going to be passing by soon. Please hurry to the river for intercept.
Gotcha!
You got every last one of them! You're just as good as they say. You can count me as one of your fans. This is the Seagull Unit. Our troops are far away by your skills. This is the Puma Unit. The mission was a success. You did it. Yeah.
Yeah, no laser cannons for them. God, imagine if they actually did make it to Griswold.
All transport
That would've-
aircraft that took off from Montebreeze have been destroyed. They were trying to escape with MBSRs. Apparently, they were used to intensify the meson cannon's beam. It gives me chills just to think about what might have happened had those things been delivered.
Yeah, that probably would have been devastating for us. We got an S rank in that mission. Yeah, I'm glad for that. All right. All right, I'm gonna save right now and then see. I want to actually see if I could get any new not new aircraft, any of the upgrade parts for the carry burn, because that thing is an effective fighter for sure. Anyways, hangar. Yeah, I could have just gone into the hangar before I started selecting missions. Let's see, aircraft. Oh, the old Rafale is now available too, and the F-22. Dang, maybe I shouldn't have spent on the carry burn right away. But what? Only 2 more missions and we'd be able to get it. But yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna end it off for tonight, guys. So far, yeah, Ace Combat X has been living up to the hype that's been given to me regarding it. Yeah, we got a large aircraft list, and though the game's a PSP title, it's definitely, I'd definitely say it's more fun so far than Ace Combat X2. So yeah, I'll be hopefully streaming part 2 of this next week, so be sure to stay tuned for that. As for the remainder of the week, or the weekends, I am planning on streaming tomorrow with a reaction stream to some videos on a very contentious subject as of late. And then, oh, I forgot what I was supposed to do. Gotta quick check the schedule. But yeah, I do know that I'm gonna be doing a little bit of reaction content tomorrow. Oh, and yeah, I was gonna do my Transformers Devastation Part 2. Well, Part 2 to what I originally had planned last week after I did the figure unboxing, and it took a little while, but we're actually gonna be doing we're gonna be focusing purely on Devastation. I didn't get any new figures as of late, so I'll just be dedicating that stream to playing the game. So yeah, and then on Sunday, I am going to be doing a little bit more of the Genshin Impact Nodcry Archon quest. So yeah, if you're interested, be sure to stay tuned, and if you're not subscribed yet to either my Twitch or my YouTube, be sure to do so. Or rather, on Twitch, be sure to drop a follow, because, you know, subscribing costs money, and, you know, followers are more important on there. Till next time, cadets and citizens, take care, have some fun out there. Best of luck in your future endeavors. Until next time, farewell.